Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's race 2, tier 2. Let's go. We're live today in Australia, Melbourne. We're live at Albert Park. Good turnaround. Most of our drivers are still affected by load shedding, but some of them have announced that they will join mid-quali. So it will be good to see how it pans out with a couple more drivers as we wait for the drivers to join the lobby. Welcome, it's live. We are live. It's BrakeAway Racing League, and we are live with Tier 2. Let us go. First race, you'll remember, Gentleman Fencer announced his arrival into Tier 2 with the race win, taking 4 points with the fastest lap, of course. Would it be the same scenario today, or well, some of former Tier 1 drivers have something to say about it? So the experienced likes of Twitch, Shenko T, Man Ray, have something to say about that. Remember, it's their territory. They've been a couple of seasons, more than one in Tier 2, so we'll can't wait to see. Shout out to the viewers. Share the link, announce, let people know that we are live with Tier 2. It's going to be 18 minutes of short quali. Pretty fast track it is in Albert Park, so strategies are going to be key. Gopi's already saying we can't wait to see the 117s. Oh, pushing it, Gopi, pushing it. Well, let me not write them off, of course. These drivers have prepared and have definitely improved their pace. Keen to see Fencer once again, says the Django. The Django winning his debut Tier 1 race yesterday in emphatic fashion. He'll be here tomorrow. Join us live as well with Tier 1. Can't wait for that one as well. A couple of drivers already are out on track. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with Man Ray. Let's jump on board with Debo. Had an eventful first race on his end. Man with pace has been promoted from Tier 3, of course, from last season. Can't wait to see how he pulls this one out. Jumping board with the driver camera, of course. I'm going to keep a close eye on how he maneuvers with his gear changes. So Busy already announced to the group that if the drivers want to be fast, of course, they must make sure that they jump on manual as soon as possible. KK joins the lobby late. I'm assuming was affected by load shedding as well, but he'll be happy. Misses the apex a bit there, Debo, but doesn't lose much of the time. Representing Ferrari, drivers out of the way. I'm going to take a first shot. Apex there. Takes it on gear 3, goes a bit wide, rides the curb. Drivers are not scared of curb out there. Curb showed me flames yesterday. But we'll see. Note, of course, that he's the first driver, first purple sector. He is sending it as Debo, representing Ferrari. Can't wait to see what his time will be. Who's Debo's teammate, by the way? To the viewers there, do you know? Just remind me then. Because I think he's been the only Ferrari driver this season. But he's sending it down now, Sector 2. As that tricky bend, right bend in parts of Sector 3. Missing the apex a bit there. It will cost him a bit of time. Zypher has joined us today. Let's go. I think Debo will want to give it another try on that lap. He'll post a 1:21.3. Might have lost a bit of time with a couple of corner turns there. Let's jump on board with the Mshengu T. Man, we know with the raw pace as well. didn't manage to make it work when he was, and then he loses the car and he DNFs. Msheguti, first victim in Albert Park, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. Man Ray has slapped a 119.2, ladies and gentlemen. Alp, let's go. We have lost him, Shengu T, after spinning out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump on board with Selby. Selby is on his outlet. Let's jump on board with the lost race winner. That is Fancy 360, representing the Haas. Takes it nice and clean in Shengu T's corner. Wow. Sapiso saying Shengu T was too confident of the curbs, and I did mention that those curbs are going to be very tricky. Ooh. Yeah, I think it might be network problems there from offense there. A bit of Popo saying. I think he's still on track. I don't know. Or is he going to give it another go? Oh no, he's back on track. What will he post? Fancy posts at 193 as well. Couple of hundreds behind Brahmenre, setting the pace, representing our team. Let's go. His teammates, Mumfundo, managed to post a 121.6. Tindo has opted to go out on the medium compound tires and posted a 122.5. Getting a feel for the track, I'm assuming, of course. Takes that turn nice and clean. He's on the medium compound tire. Is he going again? Is he going to improve? Ooh, a bit of traffic there. That might have cost him a bit there, of course, with his corner entry, but he is sending it still. Tindo, DRS activated, representing the Alfa Romeo. What time is he going to post this time around? Post the 129. Takes him up to P4 on the medium compound tire. Let's go, Tindo. Salbi Salgo, representing Red Bull. What will his time be? He will post a 121.6, which takes him up to P6. Let's go. Twitch, Kid K, Zyper, the tier 3. Please, it's OBZ. The tier 3 champion. Context Zyper is here today. And are we going to be seeing some W13 magic? Let's wait and see. While he does that, let's jump on board with Titus, the former BrakeAway tier 1 champion. What is he going to post? Notice this man, of course, he won't be happy with the last race. Of course, a couple of incidents spinning happening, having to deal with traffic. I think Albert Park might be one of his favorite tracks as he posts a purple sector. Ooh, almost sends it against the wall. That's Titus, but he manages to hold it down, having the line nice and tight there. Driving the AlphaTauri. His teammate Kid K is going to be racing for the first time today. Second purple sector for Titus. DRS is activated. Starts sector 3. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a clean lap, I must say. Changes down to gear 3. Some will change down to gear 2. Some will change down to gear 4. He manages to hold it down with gear 3. Heading towards the start-finish line now. DRS is activated. He will hug that line with gear 3. What will his time be? Titus Malema posts a 133.4 and 119.3 as well. Oh my goodness, 6,000 of a second behind the fancy. So, Man Ray's time is the time to peak, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Jump on board with Mumfundo. I'm not sure if he's going to be posting a competitive time, noting that he's pushed those softs for a couple of laps, 3 laps, of course, as a Mumfundo is out of here, as I'm assuming he'll be definitely entering the pit now rather than going around again, and that's exactly what he does. Let's jump on board with the tier 3 champion. That is a Context Zyper. DRS is still on 100%. Might have made a mistake. Is he gonna go again? Looks like he might be just going again. Titus is still sending it, ladies and gentlemen, on the soft compound tire. Is he sending it, or is he gonna be jumping into the pits. Yes, he does jumping into the pits. So we'll go back to the W13. Oh, it's without a nose. Might have been a mistake there by Mr. Zypher himself. Already eager to be sending the car. Well, his wing is gone, ladies and gentlemen. So he'll be pitting and hoping to send it again. Let's jump on board with Twitch, who had a splendid race. Last race, finishing in the podium. Has promised us another podium, of course. Representing Red Bull. Let's go. 86er has joined us. Shout out to the 10ers for the Tier 2 Racing League. I know I Am Lippo did promise that he will join us later as well. Twitch misses the apex a bit, has to change down or cost him a couple of tenths. Of course, after missing that apex, corner entry, very important, more important than corner exit, ladies and gentlemen. And we just saw with Twitch, of course, there, that it might have cost him time. Spizo has joined the lobby, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go. It's going to be a beautiful race in Tier 2, I must say. DRS activated for Twitch. What will his time be? He will post a 121.3, which puts him up into 7th spot, ladies and gentlemen. Debo will be going again. Let's jump on board with the Attendo, representing the Alfa Romeo. This man obviously posted his time on the medium compound tire, posting a 129. He's sending it now on the soft compound tire. Mistake there. I think he will obviously slow down now and go again. Let's jump on board with Stegza, sitting comfortably in P4 with the 125. I love the times, I must say. They're getting more and more competitive from a Tier 2 point of view, ladies and gentlemen. Look how close they are. 3 drivers on the 119. And it's actually very tight. Oh, Stegza says 119.6. Make that 4 drivers on the 119s. He's posted a 119.6. P and B, stand up. Representing the Aston Martin, Stegza says, well, we all have the pace, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump on board with Tindo. We're gonna make this the audio lab. Tindo says thank you very much. Poster 119.7, which puts them into P5. Look how close those times are, ladies and gentlemen. And things are getting heated up. Tier 2, stand up. Salvi Songo with the 121.6. Definitely want to improve on that, ladies and gentlemen. We've got about 4.5 minutes to go. It's the 119 show. It's a purple sector by Salvi Songo, ladies and gentlemen, representing Red Bull. Is he going to be able to maintain these sector times till the end of his lap? We're going to have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Is it another purple sector for Salvi? Well, he's dropped a bit there after posting us. Goes a bit wide. I don't think that will be improving his time anytime soon. Let's jump on board. Kid K is on his outlap. Assuming we'll let the drivers that are sending it. Context has retired, ladies and gentlemen. Context has retired. What has happened to the Tier 3 champion? Without even posting a time, ladies and gentlemen, the Tier 3 champion, Zafar, is out of quali. Oh, drama, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got about just above 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Mshengu T, Zafar are the two drivers that have DNF and have not posted a time. Go Beezy saying, wheel transition doesn't play. Oh, shout out to Context Zafar, who's jumped on the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. We've got about 2 minutes to go. We live with Kid K. Spy also about to post his one and only lap. I'm assuming, ladies and gentlemen, DRS is activated. Sector 1. A bit of traffic in front of him. Will they move out of the way? Takes that apex nice and clean. Hits the curb a bit hard there. There's a Spice also. Man, that had so much drama. On the last race, of course, incidents left, right, and center. We're hoping for a much cleaner race today as he sends it down the new Albert Park straight. Of course, noting that this track was upgraded and a few corners removed. He is sending it a bit of serving here. I miss this shit, says Charlie 3 Stacks. Well, you're always welcome, 3 Stacks. Always welcome. While we are live with Spy, ladies and gentlemen. Brahman race type. Hey, Spy decides to be alone more for a bit there. Says the car wide. Wonder if that cost him a bit of time or he'll be sending it again. Looks like he might be just sending it again. Let's jump back. We're on board with the front runners. Man Ray's time of a 192 remains the time to beat. Stags has decided to retire in the pits. He's happy with his time and currently sits in P4. Fancy on his outlap as well. Titus is about to begin a new lap, ladies and gentlemen. We'll definitely have something to say about those times posted by Brahman Ray and Fancy. Will he be improving on his time? Let's wait and see. About a minute to go, ladies and gentlemen. Our time's going to be changing. Is anyone going to hit Man Ray's time? Let's wait and see. Ooh, Titus a bit off his lap that he posted right now. Is finding it out the hard way that it's not going to be an easy ride in Tier 2 if he has to make it his way back into Tier 1. Let's see, Bart a 10th, just less than a 10th on his time. Will that be good enough as things stand? Yes, that will be good enough, but will it be able? Will it be taking him to P1 spot? Takes that nice and clean. Red Bull moves out of the way. Will Titus stay pole, ladies and gentlemen? He is sending it. Ooh, he invalidates. He will be kicking himself for that one, is Titus. And will have to settle for P3. Oh my goodness. Fancy has decided to hit the wall. Brahman Ray's time, ladies and gentlemen, see, looks like it will stand. Unless Tindo will have something to say about that. Let's jump on board with Tindo, noting that Man Ray obviously is about to start his lap. Will Tindo have something? Oh, Man Ray has DNF'd. But his time, fortunately for him, remains the time to beat. What will Tindo do? Will he have something to say about that? DRS is activated. Sends it down the straight. There's traffic in front of him. He pulls to 119.4. Dropping down Stagza and will take him up to P4. But, ladies and gentlemen, Man Ray has said, well, I see you guys speaking about everyone else, but I'm out here. Man Ray's pole time is the time that the drivers have not been able to beat. Let's go, Tier 2. Wow, what a dramatic quali session, ladies and gentlemen. Competitive times, I must say. Oh, look how close those times are from P1 up until P5. About 4/10 is the gap, ladies and gentlemen. 86er will settle for P7. Welcome back, 86. So we must say, look how tight those times are, ladies and gentlemen. BrakeAway setting the pole time of 1:19.2. Fancy closely by 500ths of a second behind with the 19.3. Titus literally 7,000ths of a second behind Fancy. Tindo, who started off on the medium compound, warming up the track, will settle for P4. Stags up P5, he'll be happy with that one. Mumfundo, new man to the wheel as well, finds himself in P6, 86 up P7. Debo, P8, Twitch, 9, and Spizo rounds off the last point position. Couple of drivers, of course, DNF without posting a time. And a couple of drivers joining the lobby now, of course, because of load shedding. Can't wait to see the drama in the race. Let us go. We are live. Albert Park, Australia. Tier 2, race 2. If you've just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to race 2 of Tier 2. Most of y'all would have not guessed who the pole setter is in Albert Park, and that is none other than Man Ray himself. Beating the likes of Fancy, who's saying mistakes in the comments. Titus as well, making a mistake at the last 2 turns of Sector 3. When he was 100 up. But as you all know, quali is the first part. The most important part is how the race strategies are going to pan out and who's going to have a cleaner race. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the turnout of Tier 2. We know, of course, that load shedding is the enemy of progress. But I must say, a good turnout today, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go. Shout out. We are about to get things going in Albert Park. It's race 2. Well, Fancy repeat what he did in Baku. Or we'll have to wait and see. Let's go. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we know drivers are gonna have to heat those tires up. Let's have a look at the strategies. Fancy, amongst the only front runners that has opted to go for the hard compound tire. 86, his teammates as well, has opted for the hard compound tire. Well, 29 laps that we are gonna be watching live, ladies and gentlemen. Different strategies for different folks. BrakeAway has stuck with the medium compound. Titus as well has decided to stick with the medium. Tindo, Stagza, and Mumfundo will also start up with the medium compound tire. The drivers budgeting on a safety car. Will there be a safety car? How soon or how late is how it will benefit most of the drivers. Of course, noting the hard compound runners, they'll be not wishing for a safety car. Say lap 7 or 7 to 12, because that will definitely benefit the medium compound runners. Salbi Songo at the back opting to start with the hard compound tire, as well as Ludi T. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait to get this show running. I am Lipo. Shout out. He's managed to join us. managed to sneak in the lobby, of course. And Kid K DNFing without posting a time, same as the W13 driver, former Tier 3 champion Zappa, finds himself in P16. He's also opted to start on the medium compound tire. Couple more corners, ladies and gentlemen, and then we are off. It's all about the starts as well. Will Manray have the start that we'll be praying for? We'll have to wait and see. Already his petrol lights is red. We'll have to manage that for most of the race, of course. Is Bra Manray. Let's see if he's gonna be parking that car nice and clean. Yes, he does. Offensive with a bit of traffic behind him. Will he be parking his car nice and clean? On the hard compound tire, will he be looking for the start that he had in the Baku versus Titus? This time around, it's against Manray. Can't wait to see, ladies and gentlemen, as all the drivers are now settling in, parking their cars, weaving cars left, right, and center. Obviously, they want the highest temperature to have the highest grip, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's jump on board. We are live. Okay. EA and Codemasters have opted to give us the rear view. Let us go. 5 lights are out. I think I'm going to have to wait a couple more seconds before it's race on my side. And we are off, ladies and gentlemen. Manray seems to have a clean start. Oh, versus Fete, a clean start with everyone. Are they going to be taking those corners nice and clean? Stagger goes wide. 86. Ooh, manages to hold it, brings the car back. Twitch has lost a couple of places, ladies and gentlemen. Kid K has dropped down as well. Context has made up ground, finds himself now in P14. No incidents. Seems like, oh, they'll talk about no incidents. Stagger was in contact with another driver there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, let's quickly have a browse through at the position changes. Selby Song seems like the one that has gained the most. Remember, he is starting on the hard compound tire. Beautiful start for Manray, remains in P1. Fancy finds himself behind him in P2. Titus is closing the gap. Let's jump on board with these drivers. Tinder as well, close by. Fancy will want to close that gap and take it within DRS. But, ladies and gentlemen, the man who set the time on pole and has managed to hold it down with the starts finds himself in P1, ladies and gentlemen, already 1.5 seconds ahead. It's Manray. He is sending it. Oh no, Manray decides to be a lawnmower. Fancy says, thank you very much. I will take that from you. Oh, Manray. Oh, that is so unfortunate. And Fancy says, thank you very much. Let's quickly, for our viewers that are joining us, have a view at the tires. Remember, Fancy started on the hard compound. Is this deja vu? Remember, Fancy took Titus at the start of Baku on the hard compound tire when Titus was on the medium compound. Will Titus have something to say about that today? We have to wait and see. Manray, Fancy will be obviously under attack from the medium compound runners. He will want to be in the lead for as long as possible. Let's jump on board with Mamfundo. He is putting the pressure on his teammate Manray, who made that mistake, of course, of the leading. Kicking himself for that is Manray. Manray spinning out. Managed to hold it down, but he's lost a couple of positions. Has dropped down to P5, and he is under pressure from his teammates. Will it be team orders, or is it gonna be a Tindo versus Spizo scenario? Gonna have to wait and see. I think as things stand, Manray seems to have the pace. He just needs to get those medium compound tires up and running as things stand. Salbi Song was putting the pressure, representing Red Bull. Titus has managed to maintain that gap, but he's not closing it. Fancy seems to be the cleaner driver of the two. Remember, Titus is guiding on. Titus says fastest lap. Spoke too soon, Zota. Spoke too soon. DRS is activating. Shegu T, ladies and gentlemen, says the fastest lap. Currently finding himself in P8. Bit of traffic right up in front of him, of course. DRS trains galore. The gap seems to be a bit tight. Of course, context Man started at the back of the grid, finds himself in P10. Got a bit of ground to make, of course, and will want to close up on that gap. Remember, this man has just jumped on the wheel, so you will be noticing, of course, that he's going to be going a bit wide. But shout out to Mr. Zypher, new on the wheel, but has decided to jump on as soon as possible. Charlie 3 Stacks says Mshengu T ERS is already on 5%. Oh my goodness, that's lap 3 of 29. Still a long way to go. Salbi Songo, DRS activated. Oh, he'll be putting the pressure on Mfundo. It's Mfundo's DRS. Oh, Mfundo. Ooh, was that good defending, or was that a late nudge? Mfundo opting to position his car. Of course, defending that move from Salbi Songo. Salbi, I hope he did not break a wing. And we'll have to fight another day. DRS is activated. It's a DRS trade, ladies and gentlemen. Mshengu T with ERS of 14% manages to maintain it. Oh, let us go, ladies and gentlemen. As things stand, Fence is still holding it down on versus Tindo. Oh, Tindo, ladies and gentlemen, has taken that spot from Titus. Was it a case of Titus making an error there or what? But Tindo has moved up into P2. And, of course, we want to close that gap as soon as possible. Let's jump aboard with Fence. Fence's ERS, ladies and gentlemen, is at 81%. Having a clean race once again. Debo Croc says, fastest lap on the soft compound tire. Of course, I'm assuming it was an incident in the first few laps. Has pit for the soft compound tire and has got a bit of ground to make. Remember, these are gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Some of them are strategizing, we'll be hoping for the safety car. Tindo goes on. Twitch has retired, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of safety cars, the safety car is out. Lap 4 of 29, Twitch has retired, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder what has happened to him. Is a Fence thinking of pitting? I'm not sure, or is he just managing his Delta there? I think it's the former drive-through penalty for Kid K. Speaking of Delta, people that are unable to manage their Delta, Kid K has been slapped with 5 seconds worth of penalties, and you'll have to definitely serve that one in the pit. He'll be kicking himself, of course, for the 5-second penalty. Let's jump up. But Ludi has opted to get into the pits, a slow in, of course, noting this man does not want to get a penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Ludi has opted to go for the medium compound tire. Started on the hard compound tire. Is that not a call too soon? Slap 5 of 29, unless he's obviously banking on another safety car. Finds himself in P12. Twitch, ladies and gentlemen, has left the session. Oh my goodness. Debo Croc, whoa, thanking the Lords. Of course, having to pit for the soft compound. We'll be thanking the great gods that are with him, giving him a free pit stop. One wonders which compound is he going to go for. Let's wait and see. Spizo, I am Lippo, has opted to stay out. Debo goes back to the hard compound tire that he started the race with. Will he be taking it to the end? We're going to have to wait and see. I am Lippo has opted to stay out. I wonder why. When he's on the soft compound tire, I mean, by the looks of things, these tires will go maybe, say, 4, 5 max more laps. But hey, I am not part of the McLaren garage. You know, every team has got its own strategy. As things stand, Fence is currently in the lead. They're running the hard compound tire. Tindo finds himself in P2. Titus finds himself currently in P3. The 86er, I don't know it. Now finds himself in P4, moving up 3 positions. Man Ray, bit of ground to make. Had a clean start. Made a mistake. Now finds himself in P5. Behind him is his teammate, of course, Mfundo, representing Alpine. I'm Shengu T. We'll be grateful for the safety car. Managed to save his ERS. We hope that we're gonna see a bit of ERS management now. as we are looking forward to the restart. Salbi Songo finds himself on P8, and Mr. Zypher, new man to the room, finds himself on P9. We'll be hoping to get a bit of points today, obviously noting that he missed the first race. Stegza finds himself in P10, dropping 5 places, and he'll be kicking himself for that. And Kid K, Ludi, I Am Lippo, Spizo, and Debo Croc represent the rest of the grid respectfully. So, is the safety car going in this lap, or is it going to be waiting for Debo, man who's gone back to the hard compound tire? Shout out to the 29 viewers watching us, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, race 2, tier 2. Let's go. Safety car is in this lap, ladies and gentlemen. Is Fencer gonna have a clean start on those hard compound tires, or is he gonna have what I must call the Zotile start after the safety car? We'll have to wait and see. As drivers let the safety car go, Fencer will be warming up those hard compound tires, hoping there will be no incidents. He's on the hard compound. We must remember, of course, drivers behind him, Tendo and Titus on the medium compound tire. Is he going to have a super start, or is it going to be a case of these two gentlemen putting the pressure on him? Let's wait and see. Couple more turns to go. When does Spencer decide to send it? Does he send it now? He opts to send it now, ladies and gentlemen. Caught Tendo napping a bit there. The gap already almost a second. DRS is activated from Fencer. He sends it in, takes that nice and clean. Tindo will have something to say about that. Closing the gap a bit now, and he is Titus. Might have fell to Tindo napping a bit there, as he's fallen back as well. But these drivers will obviously want to be within DRS. Prime Henry has made that move on him. Shangu T. Is there drama? Oh, Mumfundo has fallen back to P13, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on with the Alpines? Clearly it's not a tier 1 curse. We are seeing it in tier 2 as well. Drama, I Am Lippo. Side by side there with Spizo, action packed. Spizo is saying, I'm not gonna let that one. I'm not gonna let you through that easily, and fights back. Moves back into P11. I'm not sure if it was Spy making the move or was I Am Lippo, but Spy has moved to P11, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 7 of 29. Let us go. Let's jump back to the front. Tindo is putting the pressure. He's cut the gap to about half a second. DRS is to be activated this lap. Tindo has collected a 3-second penalty. Track limits it is, but he is definitely closing the gap on Fencer. Is he close? Yellow flags galore, ladies and gentlemen. One wonders what has happened there, but let's not miss the action up front. In front, rather. Tindo is closing in. Titus is also closing in on these front 2 runners. It's the race between Fencer, Tindo, and Titus, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. 86 seems to be fallen a bit far behind, almost 1.8 seconds behind the front 3 runners. He'll be hoping his teammates can help him out there and slow these guys down. Shegu T, second driver to retire. Oh, it's the second safety car. Advantage medium runners. Shegu T, ladies and gentlemen, the second driver to DNF. Oh, bad news for the likes of Fencer, I suppose, who are running the hard compound tire. Good news for Tindo. Good news for Titus, as they are going to have a free pit. Tindo decides to jump in the pit. Titus decides to jump in. Two Haas drivers stay out, having started on the hard compound tire. Man Ray opts to enter the pits as well. Mr. Zypher is in. I'm assuming all the medium compound runners are going to be entering the pits. Does Lippo finally decides to enter the pits? I'm assuming he's going to go on the hard compound tire. Yep. It's pits galore, ladies and gentlemen. It's a free pit for the medium compound runners. Ludi has opted to stay out. Oh, obviously after making that call of pitting early for the medium compound tires, he is now gonna have to fight his way up against the hard compound tires. Oh, probably a rookie call from where I'm standing by Ludi T pitting, starting with the hard compound tire and choosing to pit at that time. He finds himself in P13, so no benefit at all from what he pulled. Is gonna have to fight, and I'm assuming is gonna have to pit again. Manfundo opted to stay out on the medium compound tires. Oh my goodness. Oh, decisions from here too. We are seeing everything, ladies and gentlemen, everything. You'd expect, of course, the front four of Fancy 86er, Salbi Songo and Spy to stay out, noting that they started on the hard compound tires. What they'll be praying for as well is another safety car, hopefully after like 5-6 laps. Just obviously to be of their benefit. These drivers obviously haven't pit and will be jumping on the medium compound tire. Manfundo stays out on the medium compound tire. And followed right behind him is this man, Tindo. Safety car seems to be going around again. I'm assuming it's waiting for none other than Kid K. Titus's teammate for the season in the representing AlphaTauri. Why is he slowing down? He's slowing down. He's slowing down. Oh, they're playing tricks with the safety car, is the kid. It's going around again. Don't worry, Kid K. You're safe. Two safety cars out already, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 10 of 29. Strategies, let me know in the comments. Who has the advantage as things stand, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, Shango T has left the session, will be kicking himself with that DNF. As things stand, ladies and gentlemen, this is how the grid looks. Fancy finds himself in P1 once again. His teammate, 86er, finds himself in P2. A bit of team play will have to come out from the Haas drivers. Is 86er going to slow them down? Or is he going to send it? Safety car is in, ladies and gentlemen. Safety car is in this lap. For those of you joining us, we've had two safety cars. The pit runners, you will note that on one lap hard compound tires, because most of the grid rather, because they've pit. The gentlemen started on the medium compound tires, and as things stand, I think they have the better advantage, I must say. Fenton 86er, including Salby and Spy, will have to send it. But noting, of course, that these gentlemen are new, fresh, hard compound tires. We're going to have to wait and see what their pace will be. When does Fenton choose to send it this time around? 86er, already slowing the grid down. Fenton, look at the Haas boys. The gap is already 1.5 seconds. Make that 1.6. 86 are playing the team game. Salby will need to have something to say about that. As the gap is now 1.7. 86 is Salby going to send it? Oh, Spizo has DNF, and we're going to get another safety car. Hopefully not. Salby Songo sends it on the inside. Oh my goodness, Salby. Not like that, sir. Oh, Salby has sucker punched. 86 is sending it on the inside, missing his breaking point. Oh, 86er will definitely not be happy about that one, which means Mfundo now is in P3. What's going on, Mithiel? I'm asking the same thing, sir. It is drama galore. Selby decided to sucker punch the 86er. 86er now has dropped back down to P4. I wonder if it might have broken any wing with that incident with Selby. Mfundo goes a bit wide. Oh, goes much wide. 86er sends it. Is he going to send it on the inside? Mfundo, 86er says, thank you very much. I am coming for you. Selby Song, a beautiful overtake there by 86er. Obviously will not be happy with what Selby Song did. But yeah. Mfundo, BRS activated already on 50%. The gap now is 4.1 seconds for Fencer. I think Fencer is fighting back. Fencer is definitely fighting back with the hard compound tire. Tindo hasn't managed to overtake. Oh, is he sending it? He tries to send it on the inside. But Mfundo protects their position. They are side by side. Mfundo says, no, we're going to fight this till the end, sir. Action packed, ladies and gentlemen. Follow close behind is Debo. The man who had an incident on the first lap, pit for the softs, now is on the hard compound tire. That is 8 laps old. He is sending it. The quicker tire is the hard compound tire. Mfundo positions his car very well. He's saying, I'm not going to make this easy for you, sir. You're going to have to fight for this position. I think Mfundo might be struggling a bit with those medium compound tires. He opted not to pit. Obviously, after the second safety car, let's jump over with Titus. I think he's the front runners as things stand amongst the drivers that have pit. Who rides that curb so high? What is going on? What's happening? All this contact again with 86er. 86er will be mad. Debo has decided to bump 86er once again. 86er will be fuming, ladies and gentlemen. Twice now he's been hit by drivers. Contact has opted to enter the pits. DRS has been activated. Titus is closing the gap on Debo. Obviously on fresh, hard compound tires. 86er will be fuming, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, better exit. Better exit there by Titus. Oh, Debo goes wide. Debo has gone wide. Titus says, thank you very much. I will take that from you. Moves up into P5. I got a bit of ground to make, does Titus. He's 8 seconds behind the leader, that is Fencer. Remember, the front of 4 still have to pit. Oh, Tindo might actually have an advantage. I think he'll be kicking himself on the 3-second penalty because he's already pit for the hard compound tire and he's sitting comfortably in P3. Oh, 86, ladies and gentlemen. I feel for him. Definitely feel for him. Brasisha says Titus can win. But there's this gentleman, Sisha, called Tindo. Mfundo still sending it on the medium compound tire. Lap 14 of 29. He's eating up that ERS. Oh, Tindo has been slapped with another 3-second penalty. Oh, his own worst enemy is Tindo. Now he's got 6 seconds to work with. Oh, that is definitely bad news for him. Goes back to Sisha's point. Titus can win. Tindo will definitely not be happy with that as Debo is side by side with Stegzer, takes that position, moves up into P6. Stegzer is still fighting it. He's on the inside. Oh, bit of dust. Oh, Debo goes wide. Bit of exit from Stegzer. Ooh, has to obviously mind that he does not crash. Who's got the better straight line feet? He's flashing red. Activate ERS, Stegzer. Activate ERS. Why aren't you activating ERS? Now Debo can't defend that position. Oh, is he gonna go on the outside? No, he chooses not to. But Man Ray is behind all this action. Man Ray, DRS activated. His ERS is clean. on 84%. Why did Skegza not activate ERS there? That was a free position. Debo is out of ERS. Well, he's going to have another shot, ladies and gentlemen. The gap between Fancy and Selby Songo is cutting, ladies and gentlemen. Now 3.3 seconds. It was 4.5. A couple of laps to go. Let's jump on board Skegza. This time he chooses to activate it and says, thank you very much. I'm going to have my position back, says Skegza. Ooh. What will Debo? Oh, is there going to be contact? No. Better exit there. Obviously, Debo minding that he does not have an incident with the Skegza after he took that position. Skegza moves up into P5, ladies and gentlemen. Man Ray is still within the action. Misses his apex a bit and goes wide. Will Debo be taking these hard compound tires to the end of the race? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, down in the comments. The gap between Selby Songo and Fancy is now 2.7 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. The fire has retired. Oh, that is so. Safety car is out. Fancy, Selby Songo will say thank you very much for that, Mr. Zaffer. The third safety car is out. It's back. The advantage has rolled back to these two. See, they're already saying Fancy has won. These two gentlemen have entered the pits. Tindo chooses to stay out. I'm assuming Titus will do the same as well. No! Titus has opted to enter into the pits and change it to the medium compound. What will track position do to him? Titus has been slapped on the front. What is going on with Titus? Oh, he's got a broken wing. Oh my goodness. Mr. Malema. He's got a broken wing. Prime Henry moves up into P4. Debo is staying put with the hard compound tires. Oh, obviously, the more there's safety cars, the better it is for him as he preserves these tires. But he's going to be running against drivers around him who have got relatively newer hard compound tires. Tindo, with a 6-second penalty, finds himself in P1. Skegza now is in P2. Good position for him as well. Debo finds himself in P3. Bram Henry moves up into P4. Obviously will not be happy with his current standing after a superb quali session and a superb start. Just an error cost him a couple of positions. Fancy on the medium compound tire finds himself in P5. Selby Songo P6. Ludi T on medium compound tires that he paid for much earlier finds himself in P7. Is he going to take these medium compounds to the end? It did seem like a very early call for him to go for the medium compound tire. He finds himself in P7 with 8-lap-old medium compound tire. I am Lippo running on the hard compound finds himself in P8. Titus with the 5-second penalty is in P9. 86er will be fuming with the grid. Two drivers choosing to knock him on track. Finds himself in P10. Got a bit of ground to make. Kid K, P11. And Mfundo, who's just put for the hard compound tire, finds himself in P12. Let's go. Lap 16 of 29, ladies and gentlemen. Safety cars going around again. Titus has decided, look, let me get rid of this 5 seconds. I'm going to pit again. And which compound? Oh, it's going back to the hard compound tire is Titus. I wonder which compound tire. Oh, another broken wing. What's going on with Titus? Mr. Malema. He's gone back to the hard compound tire that is 7 laps old. Oh, again, Titus's race goes from bad to worse, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna have to. He's got some ground to make on this hard compound tire. I'm assuming he had to pit, not only to get rid of a 5-second penalty, but to change his wing again. So, not a very good start from Titus. I must say, to the season. He'll be needed to definitely slaughter a black goat this come weekend, of course, as we prepare for race 3. Anyway, Tindo still in the lead, of course. Safety car, I'm assuming it should be coming in this lap, of course. Finds himself in P1. Stegza is in P2. Debo finds himself in P3. Barmenre finds himself in P4. Let us go. Safety car is in. Will Tindo manage to hold it down on the hot compound tire, or will Fancy fight his way up through the traffic and fight? We'll have to wait and see. Tindo will be hoping that his pace will be much faster than Stegza, and that Stegza is slowing most of the grid down, because Tindo needs a 6-second gap, of course, noting that he's got 6 seconds worth of penalties. Lap 17 of 29. We've got about 12 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. When does Tindo choose to send it? Stegza says, no sir, I'm not gonna let you go just like that. I am not gonna let you go just like that. Stegza is staying put. As Stegza says, let us vamos amigos. Stegza maintains maintains the gap within half a second. Tindo says ERS activated. Goes a bit wide, does. Oh, Stegza spins! Oh, no, Stegza! Oh, that is so unfortunate for Stegza. Debo says, thank you very much. And remember, this man is running hard compound tires out of 14 lap old tires. Finds himself in P2, but Brahman will definitely have something to say about that. Oh, Selby has taken Fancy into P4. Selby Songo. Hello. But Fancy with the straight line speeds sends it on the inside and says, thank you very much. I'm going to have my position back, sir. I'm not going to make this as easy as you think. But Fancy now has got some ground to make, of course. Will need to make light work of the 2 hard compound runners in front of him. Oh, Stegza will be kicking himself. Broke his wing, and is gonna have to pit. Oh, this race is tight, ladies and gentlemen. Brahmenre is sandwiched by Fancy. Brahmenre is sandwiched by there's contact between Menre and Fancy. Fancy is sending it. The medium compound tire is cooked. ERS is activated. Menre defends. Straight line speed. Who's got the fastest straight line speed? Menre has got a 3-second penalty as well, which is bad news for him. The gap now between Debo and Tindo is now 3.1 seconds. Is Fancy going to be patient enough? Or he's going to wait for these guys? Oh, what is Menre doing? What is Menre doing? What is that, Menre? Fancy says, thank you very much. I'm going to take both of y'all at one go. Menre overshot that corner. Jeopardized Debo's corner exit. And Fancy said, while you two get up to your funny business, I will get those 2 positions from you. Menre is still fighting though, of course. There's a chasing Fancy. Fancy now will need to close that gap to Tindo. Action-packed, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I am Lippo. Another driver. Is it going to be another safety? Yes, it is. What does Tindo do? Does he pit? Tindo chooses to stay out. Fancy, I'm assuming, will choose to stay out. Will choose to stay out. Even, go on the fence. Don't even think about it, sir. Debo stays out with these hard compound tires. Shout out to Debo. He's saying, look, I want to take this hard compound tire to the end. It's lap 20 or 29. We still have 9 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. His hard compound tires has pushed 16 laps already. Ludi is staying out with this medium compound tire. It's all about track position now, as things stand for all drivers. Mumfundo is the only driver that has opted to pit. Which compound does he take? It looks like he's taken the medium compound tire. I think the softs would have worked. Assuming that, well, he's going to take The safety car's going to go around, say, for 2 laps. But Mfundo playing the safe game. Stegza kicking himself with that spin. Who's sitting comfortably in P... Well, not comfortably, I must say, in P2. Oh, wait, was that a virtual safety car? What's going on? Why is DRS enabled? Oh, it was a virtual safety car. It was a virtual safety car. What am I watching here, ladies and gentlemen? Me. It was a virtual safety car. Tindo says, thank you very much. I'm going to send it. Let's have a browse through the penalties. 3 seconds for KK. 3 seconds for Man Ray. And 6, the race leader, Tindo. As things stand, Fancy is winning this race once again. Fastest lap currently sitting with Debo Croc with the 122.6, ladies and gentlemen. Precious extra points, I must say. It's race on, ladies and gentlemen. Ludi is still pushing the medium compound and is sending it. He's saying, Debo, no matter how old my tires are, sir, I will fight you till the end. The 86er finds himself in P6 now. He will need to make these 2 overtakes as soon as possible, noting that is on fresher medium compound tires. Look at Ludi, ladies and gentlemen, straight line speed. He's sending it on the inside. Oh, is it gonna be clean there side by side, ladies and gentlemen? Is it gonna be clean? Yes, Ludi says thank you very much. I might be on hard medium compound tires, but I'm gonna send it. Oh, Debo, bad exit. 86er, is he gonna send it? Oh, there's contact with 86 again. What is going on? It's Selby Songo again. Selby Songo wants 86er dead. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Fortunately, 86er managed to make his way out of there and moves to P5. Selby Songo, take it easy, sir. He's now hunting down Debo Croc. Selby Songo definitely wants 86 to Better exit for Selby Songo. Is he going to send it in now? Or choose to find another day? Debo goes wide. Selby says, thank you very much. I'm going to take that as Stegza post the fastest lap. He's currently in P11, so that point will not matter until, of course, he moves up into P10. As they stand, he's 9 seconds behind Mfundo. So he'll be hoping for one of these drivers to at least have an error that can come out from them. Debo, I think the hard compound tires now seem to be struggling. Is he going to pit for the softs now and send it for the fast lap? We're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, the hard compound tires now have suffered a lot. He's still sending, loses a bit of traction. Brahman Ray says thank you very much on hard compound tires that are 14 lap old. He says thank you very much. I'm going to take that extra point, ladies and gentlemen. Titus Malema has made light work of Debo. I think Debo's hard compound tires now must be suffering. They are definitely going through it. He might just have to pit and take that fast lap from Brahman Ray. But yeah, it's easy work for the rest of the crew. Titus now moves up into P7. Selby Songo. Stegza says no, sir. It's the battle of the fast laps now. That lap is going to be mine, says Stegza. Tindo holding his own, currently in the lead. ERS currently sitting at 11. Of course, Masumi is going to be fighting with those 6 seconds worth of penalties, but he's still going off track. Fetzer says, well, if you're going to do that, so why don't I just pull the breakaway rule and beat you on track? The gap now 1.2. Hey, wait, no, Fetzer. Losing a bit of traction there. Fancy says, let us go. He is within DRS. Now is Fancy. His ERS looks much healthier. Oh, there's been an incident. Ludi, the medium compound, is suffering now. Fancy is saying, let us go, sir. 24 of 29. He is hunting down Tindo. Tindo obviously on the hard compound tire that has pushed 15 laps. Fancy on relatively fresh, well, not so fresh no more, but I must say I think it's the quicker of the two compound tires. Oh, look at that exit by Fancy. He says ARS is activated. He's got the straight line speed. Look at that gap cut down, ladies and gentlemen. It's 5.6 now. Make it 5.5. DRS is activated for Fancy, which will obviously close the gap. Oh, Tindo's red lights is flashing. That will be good news for the likes of Fancy. Oh, people. Oh no, connection. Fancy is saying, let us go, Tindo. Let us move it. I definitely like to move it, says Fancy. DRS is activated. Looks like Tindo had a better exit, but his red light is flashing. Is Fancy gonna set it down? No, he chooses to fight another day. Fancy is saying, let us go, Tindo. Tindo, let us go. Is he gonna choose the outside? Just Fancy. They are side by side. Who is gonna go? Who's gonna get the better grip? Fancy says, I am taking this position. But does he take it? Ooh, Tindo says, no, sir. I am closing the door. Let us go for another lap. Let's go. 25 of 29. Tier 2. Whether I've got 6 seconds or none, I am closing the door, says Tindo. The battle continues. Shout out to 86er, ladies and gentlemen. 86er with tier 2 against him. He's back into P3. Let us go. Let's jump back into the action, ladies and gentlemen. Red lights is flashing for Tindo. Is Fancy gonna send it again? Who's gonna have the better exit? Fancy is definitely going for the man on track. Tindo says DRS is activated. DRS is activated for Fancy, but it doesn't seem to be close enough. Is he gonna have a second try? Second bite at the cherry is Fancy. Yes, he does. He has a better exit. DRS is activated. He's going to send it on the inside this time around. They are side by side. Fancy says, thank you very much. I am taking P1 from you. What a drive by Fancy once again, ladies and gentlemen. I must say, 86er can make this a has 1-2. Noting that Tindo, of course, has got 6 seconds worth of penalties. But Selby Songo is chasing him for the kill once again. Drama, ladies and gentlemen, Albert Park. What a beautiful race. Tindo maintaining that gap, keeping it within DRS, of course, noting that 86er is closing the gap to him. It's gonna be a hash day, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like it's gonna be a hash day. We're about to start lap 27 of 29. Tindo, they win. 86, I will say thank you very much for that mistake, Tindo, as I am also closing the gap to you. Staggs has managed to make his way up into P9, but his man Ray going for the fastest lap finds himself in P10 now. One wonders what might have happened. Probably a spin, broke his wing. Started this race beautifully as 86er, but unfortunately was not able to maintain, as Ludi is now putting the pressure. It's the battle for the last points. I am Limpo has left the session. Ludi, DRS is activated. Ludi says I will take the fast lap. For him to get this extra point, of course, he's going to have to overtake Bramendre. Oh my goodness. Lap 27 of 29. I'm going to stay put with these two as this battle will continue. But Man Ray is saying I am sending it. This fast lap will be mine. And the gap is now with purple first sector, says Man Ray. Definitely go for the fastest lap. ERS is activated. Will he manage to keep it clean at least? Fancy, Tindo, 86er have started their penultimate lap. But we're going to stay put with Man Ray, who's going for the... Why are you changing to KSF now? What the Man Ray, Kosian? Ludi is back and gunning for this battle. I don't think Man Ray is going to get the fastest lap. It will stay with Ludi. And noting, of course, that Ludi has got a 3-second, Man Ray rather, has got a 3-second penalty. Ludi will get both. Oh, Kid K has retired. Oh no! Kid K, not now, sir. Salvi Songo is left with a 3-second penalty. What has happened to Kid K? Oh, he lost it. Oh no! Man Ray has spun. His race goes from bad to worse. Let's jump back on board with the race lead. About to start the final lap. Another amazing race by this gentleman fencer. He is about to make it 2 wins out of 2. Taking it nice and clean, he is 86er. Ladies and gentlemen, is now closing the gap on Tindo. Is he going to beat the man on track? He is sending it. He wants it to be a Haas 1-2 on track. Let's go, 86er. They wanted to kill it. But he was like, not today, Satan, and has fought his way back into P3. He is sending it. The straight line speed. ERS is activated. He will see the red light flashing from Tindo, but I think it's flashing on his end as well. What a beautiful race from Tier 3, ladies and gentlemen. Tindo is slapped with a 3-second penalty. DRS is activated for 86er. He will finish on track on P3, but noting, of course, that Tindo has got 6 seconds worth of penalties. He will finish in P2, but the man of the moment, his teammate, Fancy, he's gonna be saying, I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna make it 2 out of 2 as he weaves left, right, and wins in Albert Park. 86 assists, thank you very much. We're gonna make this a Haas 1-2. Haas Day it is in Australia. What a race. Debo managed to fight his way and finish in P6. Manfredo will collect points in P7 again. Stagzer will be disappointed but be happy to collect those points. Ludi T will collect the fastest lap, and of course the 2 points he gets for finishing P9. Bramendre, Mr. Time trial, so they call him. Man Ray finishes in 10th position and he will get 1 point. But oh, what a race. Drama galore, safety cars galore. We are joined by none other than the Haas boys. Let us go. Let's start off with 86. Let's go, sir.
Let's kick off with the race winner, man. It's so good. I'll wait my turn.
Let's go, 86. Let's go, 86.
Let
What a
Fencer go first.
crazy,
Got
what
first
a,
place.
what a crazy race for you. People wanted you dead. People bumped you left, right, and
Dog.
center. But you were like, not today,
Dog.
Satan, not today, Satan. Take us through your race, man.
Yeah, Joe. So I think the whole thing was just to get through the first corner without incidents, as always. And then I think, Quentin and I were making our way up the field quite nicely. At some point, he was P1, I was P2. And then after that second safety car restart, Salvi came for me, Tindo came for me. At that point, I thought I was going to end up like P10. And then I don't know how I got to P2, dog. I don't know how.
Oh, shout out. What a drive, man. Nice recovery from you. P2 it is. P1
Thank you,
and 2
sir.
for P1 and 2 for the Haas boys. I'll ask you 86er constructors already part of the conversation.
Nah, boy, we're taking it one race at a time. I think the bigger picture is for both of us to get promoted, and then both of us get promoted, then, obviously we'll win constructors. So one race at a time, one corner at a time. That's our emphasis this year.
100% 86er, ladies and gentlemen. The drivers, the whole tier 2 grid wanted him dead, but he was like, not today, Satan. Fought his way back into P2. Fought his way back to
busy.
P2. Let's jump to Tindo, P3. Tindo, mic check. Tindo, mic check.
Hey, what's up, gents? What's up? I don't know, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, and we can hear the cartoons at the back as well. Eventful race for you. Finished P3. You had the pace. Safety car. You might have thought the safety car, the first one.
I think safety cars killed the whole thing, the whole vibe thing. Hey,
but like, you can't say that because it benefited you. The first one benefited you.
No, the first one it did, but I'm just saying it because it kept on coming out, and you're trying to open a gap. Because I know in the end the tires are gonna be out, so I'm trying to open a gap, and then you're trying to open, safety car comes out. So it played part in the first part, but not really. And also I want to apologize to 86. I know what I did.
You better apologize. You better apologize. I think we can laugh about it now because he finished P2. Would have been something else if it didn't left. Great race from you. A podium for Tindo. Once again, P3 in Albert Park. Managed to fight his way. Fancy mic check.
Hey, how's it? Mic check.
Mic check. We can hear you. I think we're going to get used to this chat. We might as well just have an agenda to discuss.
Not even. As 86 said, man, we're just race by race, So we're just trying to manage every race as it comes. But we were good on comms. It's just that it was unfortunate for my teammate. He was being bullied, pushed around.
Yeah.
But he held his head up high, and I told him that we'll get them. Don't worry, safety car will come back, and something will happen. 100. But overall, it was not really. I'm not really fond of Australia, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I did my best, and another P1.
100%. 2 out of 2 for Fancy, ladies and gentlemen, opening the gap in the standings of Tier 2. Saying that he's basically worked hard with his teammates. That is 86 guy, even though he was being bullied. Fancy takes it 2 out of 2. Australia is not your best track, Fancy, but you managed to win. So it's definitely turned out pretty well for you today. Take us through the plans for the season. The goals, rather, because I can hear you guys are saying you're going to take it race by race. Is the championship already? Are you seeing it in the lights?
No, man. There's a lot of factors of load shedding, and I'm one of those people that gets load shedding just when I'm trying to pick up my season. So every time I get a chance to race, I must make sure I collect full points or at least podium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Your race winner once again, ladies and gents, Fancy. 360 for Haas. Shout out. So ready for the next one. Join us again, ladies and gentlemen. Haas boys worldwide. Join us again tomorrow as we race for Tier 1, ladies and gentlemen. And if you still are keen for a race, I think Tier 3 is alive, if I'm not mistaken. You can jump a ship and watch them live. Join us again next week, Monday. Will it be another Fancy show? Will it be a Haas show?
Or for Tier 2?
Will Tindo All the likes of Titus have something to say. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. We'll check you a lot. Thank you.
Sharp, sharp, brother.